The Louie T Network is powered by MusicHead University. MusicHeads, classes in session. Turn me up. Enroll on YouTube now. Link is in the description.
Who else could it be for me, your man, Louie T? Welcome to this Louie T Network exclusive breaking news. The Dallas Cowboys have traded star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Long live Jerry Jones. Oh my God. That's a hashtag from now on. Hashtag long live Jerry. Long live Jerry. This is why the Cowboys will never win anything tangible in any of our lifetimes. Because after he passes on, his son Steven's going to take over, and he's just as big of a dumbass as his daddy is. And so this is a cause for celebration. Celebrate now. If you're a Commanders fan, this sucks. We play the Packers in week 2, okay? I thought we were getting rid of this bastard, and we still got to see his ass in week 2. I'm not happy about that. But now we don't have to see him 2 times a year. Celebrate. It does also suck because they traded him in the conference. How stupid could you be if you're the Dallas Cowboys? Ship his ass off to the AFC. But look, before we get to Cowboy bashing, which you know we're going to do, and I love it, we have to talk about how in the hell we got here. This shit is absolutely pure insanity. I can't believe this is happening. But you know what? You know what? The tea leaves were there, and I've been following this situation very, very closely because this shit is crazy, okay? Jerry Jones is diabolical for this. Let's talk about this shit. Celebrate! Micah Parsons is no longer in the division. Ah! All right, so let's look at this. Obviously, Adam Schefter broke the news today. Micah Parsons being traded. Unbelievable. I'm still like, my head is still spinning right now. I am still in total and utter disbelief and shock at this. I know Cowboys fans have to be falling, like fainting and absolutely losing their shit right now. I'm probably going to spend a lot of this 4-day weekend watching guys like Mark Holmes and Law and others crash the F out on their streams about this trade, losing their minds about Jerry Jones as if they didn't know that their guy, Wayne Jones, was diabolical enough to do something stupid like this. I've always said Jerry Jones is a lot of things. He ain't stupid. Well, I have to take that back because this shit is dumb right here. This is the dumbest shit Jerry Jones has ever done as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And he's done a lot of dumb shit. Nothing like this. So what does this trade look like? Let's keep going, man. This is unbelievable. So Adam Schefter was tweeting his ass off since the news broke. He said, since Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys in 1989, he's only traded away one player immediately after a Pro Bowl season, safety Thomas Everett in 1994. Now Micah Parsons becomes the second. So again, I've said this a lot. Jerry Jones, one thing he's not is dumb. Well, today he changed my mind because this shit is dumb, right? So he says Micah Parsons did in 4 years with Dallas what Green Bay is now getting: a 4-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 52.5 sacks in 4 seasons. I believe that is like top 5 all-time in the NFL, something along those lines. There's only like 5 guys that have ever gotten 50 or more sacks in their first 4 seasons, and Micah Parsons one of them. 9 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries. Adam Schefter broke the news. Sources to ESPN: Cowboys are trading 3-time All-Pro linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Parsons and the Packers already have reached an agreement on a 4-year, $188 million contract. David Mulugeta, who Jerry Jones claimed he didn't even know his name, which was, I thought, the beginning of the end of any shit getting done in Dallas, when he sat there and talked about one of the best agents in the game right now and tried to reduce him to next to nothing. That was the beginning of the end of this shit in Dallas for Micah Parsons. As we continue on, Micah Parsons is one of 3 players to record 12 sacks in each of their first 4 seasons He's in at least 4 of the last 5 seasons, and he's just 26 years old, and he's being traded away from the Dallas Cowboys. Adam Schefter can't even believe this shit, right? He keeps tweeting out different things. Adam Schefter now tweets out the highest paid non-quarterbacks in the NFL. Would you look at this list? Oh my God. It says Micah Parsons at $47 million. The next closest guy is $6 million a year away in TJ Watt. Now, this is when I knew earlier today, this is a situation. Shout out to the legendary Miss P for sending me all of these different updates, because she was also keeping me abreast of this situation. She said, this is really interesting that John Kuhn tweeted this out. And, ever since Ricky had the B-Rob situation in San Francisco, the trade, I've been on Ricky, right? Ricky Scoops. Shout out to Ricky Scoops, right? So I've been paying attention to all of this stuff. And Jerry put out a tweet earlier today that basically said, I offered to pay Micah Parsons 5 years, $201 million or something along those lines, which is it's a way of trying to save face to the fan base. It was his way of saying, I'm about to do some really ignorant, flagrant, and downright foolish bullshit. I just want to forewarn you. It's the equivalent of Mike Mayock telling Raiders fans once upon a time, I'm going to shock you tomorrow with one of our first round picks. He was taking Cleveland Farrell top 5 in the NFL draft, and he knew that shit wasn't going to go over well with anyone, so he wanted to forewarn them. It was a precursor of what was to come. Jerry putting out essentially a message saying, I offered, and telling people so they could spread the news, I offered him XYZ amount of money, trying to make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, and he didn't take it. I thought we had a deal. That was his way of saying, I'm about to ship his ass out of here. All right. As we continue on, speaking of Ricky Scoops, who has been killing it. I didn't even know about this dude until about 2 weeks ago, and everybody was like, yo, Ricky be on his shit. Ricky had this. Let me make sure y'all see the date on this, because Ricky had this shit. Ricky had this. Did you see the date on that? Y'all see the date on that? Ricky had this on August the 26th. It is August 28th. So 2 days ago, Ricky Scoops said the Packers have a trade on the table with the Cowboys for Micah Parsons with a new contract worth $45 million per year. Go Pack, go, right? And a lot of people just be waving off the underdog, Ricky Scoops, right? Well, Ricky had the numbers slightly off because it's at $47 million a year. But Ricky was right about the team and the deal that was on the table. And this is when I started thinking about, man, maybe this shit has some legs, right? John Kuhn, who works for the Green Bay Packers. You don't tweet out shit like this. If you work for a team and you know some shit's going on, you keep your damn mouth shut unless you know some shit's about to go down. John Kuhn tweeted this out the same day. Ricky Scoops. Ricky! Tweeted out that tweet I just showed you. John Kuhn, who works for the Green Bay Packers as a sideline reporter, tweeted this out. Micah freaking Parsons. And that's when the gears in my head started turning like, oh shit, this has real legs. And I said, Jerry is just diabolical enough because he is so egotistical that if he can't get his way, he's going to show you that he's Jerry Wayne Jones. And nobody, and I mean nobody, crosses Jerry Wayne Jones. I get the last say in this because I'm the owner of America's team. Well, Jerry did the unthinkable today. And so I'm floored. I am flummoxed. I cannot believe what I have seen take place here. This is unbelievable. I can't believe I'm sitting here having this conversation about this guy because of an owner who simply couldn't get out of his own way. This is unbelievable. I am speechless. I am floored at the fact that this whole situation has happened, and I just can't believe we've gotten to this point. I want to pull up this last tweet from Adam Schefter to complete this whole situation, if I can find it. I don't think it's any of these. Yeah, here it is. Pull this last one up for you guys. And this one is the finality of it right here. Cowboys received Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks for the Dallas Cowboys. That's what you get for Micah Parsons. They've always said you can't trade a superstar player and get equal value. Hey, Kenny Clark's a good football player. He don't scare me. He ain't Micah Parsons. And I don't know what you're going to get with them 2 first-round picks. I doubt you draft another Micah Parsons. I can tell you that much. I absolutely love it. Love this shit. I love to watch Cowboys fans cry and squirm and scream and complain and bitch and moan just so they can come back next year and talk about how they're going to win the goddamn Super Bowl. You'll never win anything. And I mean anything, renegade. You'll never win anything with Jerry as your owner, as Stephen Jones as your owner, or any of their kids as your owner. You'll never win anything. You're cursed. You're doomed. You will lose forever and eternity. And I'm here for all of it. Man, what a time to be alive. Hey, once again, we are in the season of making sure that Jerwayne Jones lives forever and ever, 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 ever. Long live Jerry. Hashtag long live Jer. This is amazing. Again, I hate the fact that he's going to Green Bay. I hate the fact that he's staying in the conference. I absolutely abhor that because this could catapult the Green Bay Packers to Super Bowl status. He's that good. He changes entire defenses. He changes what you can do schematically against that football team. Look, the odds for the Green Bay Packers winning the Super Bowl just shot up. I don't know what they were prior to this deal, but I guarantee you the odds have shifted. Okay? If they weren't a top 5 team to win the Super Bowl, I bet you they are now. And vice versa, Dallas, they weren't top 5. They weren't probably top 7, to win the Super Bowl. They've plummeted. Because I can tell you right now, Kenny Clark ain't moving nobody's goddamn needle. I can assure you of that. And again, those 2 first-round picks, they don't help you right now. Maybe they help you in the future, but if Green Bay is as good as they think they're going to be with the addition of Micah Parsons, those are back into the first-round picks, my man. Those picks suck ass, okay? If the Packers make it to the divisional round, you're picking 25th or 26th at best. They make it to the NFC Championship game, you're picking 29th or 30th. Good luck with that. Hey, I'm not here to knock the hustle. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing, Jer. Keep being you. Never stop being Jerwayne Jones, the owner of America's team. Never, ever stop being you because you make it great to be us. Damn, it feels good to be a Commanders fan right now. Hey, Giants fans, Eagles fans, even though I hate your guts, celebrate. We got one of the most demented demon tyrants out of the division, and we didn't even have to do anything. We just sat back and watched them implode. Celebrate. I would say I feel bad for Cowboys fans, but let me let you in on a secret. I don't. Hey! Oh, by the way, so I have this great product. It's called IndaCloud. It is a hemp-based gummy, right? You know what Jerry Jones is on right now? IndaCloud, a hemp-based gummy. These are yummy. They get the job done and they make you feel so good. They elevate you. Jerry must be on some in the cloud, guys. I'm not bullshitting you. A lot of flavors. Look, what is this one right here? This one is sour apple soda. This one here, grape soda. This one here is peach soda, right? Got fruit punch. I mean, they blessed the kid. All right. Jerry must be on some of that good stuff that keeps you elevated and feeling good. I will say, I've tried out these In the Cloud gummies, and not only did I not feel nauseous, because I've taken some that have been like 10 milligrams and I still felt nauseous. I felt great. I didn't feel nauseous. It was easy to just digest this and feel great and not have some of the crazy side effects that I had taking other gummy products. These are all vegan, as you know, right? And so shout out to In the Cloud. Shout out to Jerry Wayne Jones for trading away Micah Parsons. He must be on some type of what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for here? Something must be messing with his mentals. I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's crazy. Shout out to the people over at In the Cloud for blessing me. I'm not even going to try to do the promotion right now. You know why? Because it's not about me. You know, it's not about me. It's not about In the Cloud right now. I'll do that later. Okay. It's not about In the Cloud right now. It's about Micah Parsons being traded to the Green Bay Packers. So with that said, let's get to the comment section. Let's talk about this glorious transaction here that the Cowboys have taken part in, have blessed us all on this 28th day of August, 2025. Micah Parsons out of the division, out of our lives for good. Now, again, still in the conference, still probably going to see him once a year, depending on where Green Bay finishes, where we finish, what division we're playing, etc. Do the Cowboys play the Packers this year? I don't think we play the entire. Yes, we do play the entire NFC North this year, don't we? Hey, would you look at that? The Green Bay Packers do play the Cowboys at some point this year. That should be a lot of fun. I wonder where that game is. If it's back in Dallas, wowzers. That's going to be a scene if I've ever seen one myself. They're going to flex that thing to whatever they feel is the best way to maximize the viewership on that one. That's going to be great. I don't know who's on Sunday Night Football the week that they're playing each other, but if it's late in the season and they can flex that hoe, whoo, you might as well kiss that game goodbye. If it's early in the season, then, you know, you can't do anything about it. But I know if Fox has it, they're like, Birdman, hand rub. We're going to have one of the biggest rating boosts we've ever seen for a game at 425, America's Game of the Week. So, with that said, let's get to the comment section and see what you guys have to say. I don't want to keep you here much longer than I need to. This is great, though, isn't it? Isn't it? Celebrate! Micah Parsons is out of the damn division. Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's get to it. Carter Crankenstein. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Carter Crankenstein writes, Jerry! Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, get him, Jerry. Who he think he is? Who does Micah think he is? I'm Jerry Wayne Jones. Who does he think he is? I'll show him. I'm going to trade him to the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, buddy. Swaggy P. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, first Luka, now Micah, Dallas in shambles. I didn't even think about that. Yo, that is crazy work. First the Mavericks trade Luka, now the Cowboys trade Micah. Man, it sucks to be a Dallas fan. Yikes. Oh, man. I love it, though. keep it coming, right? Keep the hits coming in Dallas, man. Keep them shits coming. All right. Hey, swap out Luka for an old broken down AD and swap out Micah for Kenny goddamn Clark. I love it. Go get your Kenny Clark, baby. Kenny Clark, come on down. Dun-dum, 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 dun-dum. Dun-dum, 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 dun-dum. Come on down, Kenny Clark. It's your turn to play on The Price is Jerry. Yeah. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, hey, Google, how do you say do-si-do? Long live Jerry Jones. Yes, indeed. Ha, ha, ha. Long live, hashtag long live Jer. Put that in the comment section, y'all. Hashtag long live Jer. Navy Ramjet, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Navy Ramjet. No words, just simply ha, 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 ha. Yeah, laugh it up. Laugh it up. Come on, y'all. Laugh it up. Hey. Hey, I love watching Dallas Cowboys fans be miserable. I can't wait to watch those videos of them crashing out. That is gonna look, I'm saving them shits for the weekend. Like I'm about to watch Equalizer 4 or some shit. All right. I've seen plenty of these. I'm just waiting for the next sequel. Well, this is the biggest one yet. This is the biggest one yet. I'm going to sit back, relax, and watch the crash out unfold. And I'm going to watch it in 1080p. And I am going to love every second of it. I'm going to call my dad here in a little bit. I'm going to call Boss Man, and he's going to rant and rave for about a good 20 to 25 minutes. And I'm just going to sit back and listen to him bitch and complain and moan. And I'm going to try my hardest not to laugh in his ear. Because when I see him this weekend, I'm going to laugh in his face. This can't be real. Somebody pinch me. This is real. I can't believe it. Wait, what does he say? Oh my God, I cannot believe it. It is you. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. John Perez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, John Perez, JP, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, writes, Nico Harrison, I just traded Luka to the Lakers. Jerry Jones, hold my beer. Here. Watch how it's done, rookie. Move aside. I got it. Okay. You NBA guys think you know something. Watch out. Okay. We're the NFL. Nobody tops us. I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you how to do this, son. Let me show you how to do this, Nico. You gotta love Jerry. Hashtag long live Jerry. You gotta love him. Hold my beer. Sierky. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, first ever dono. Really appreciate you. This is a hell of a time to pop out. Hell of a time to pop out. Wanted to let you know, Lou, that I watch every one of your streams, even though I don't talk much. Hey, from a lurker, from a fellow lurker, it's all love, man. It's all love, bro. I really appreciate you. Trading Micah over something so stupid sounds like something we would have done years ago. Truer words have not been spoken. I am so glad we are free from the shackles of this kind of lunacy, this kind of incompetence. This used to be us. We used to do shit like this. This came straight out of the Dan Snyder dumbass playbook. I just didn't think Jerry Jones was stupid enough to go back to some of those chapters and read over those shits and go, you know, I've never tried that before. I've never traded away a future Hall of Fame player in his prime like the Redskins traded away Champ Bailey. I've never done that. I've never traded away a future Hall of Fame player. And you could see the shit and know it was coming. I've never done that. I've never found a way to piss off a guy to the extent that we pissed off Trent Williams to force him to want to be out so bad that we actually have to trade him. I've never done that. I'm going to circle that chapter and come back to it. I think I'm going to try that move. What an idiot. I love it. Never change, Jerry. Never change. Brian Horse, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, how is Boss Man doing? I don't know yet. I talked to him this morning. He was in great spirits. I'm going to find out, however. Don't you worry. I'm going to call up Boss Man and I'm going to talk to him. Or should I say, he's going to talk to me. I'm just going to say, hey, Boss Man, what's going on? And he's just going to start vomiting stuff out of his mouth. And I'm just going to listen. And it's going to be great. Oh, man, this is too much fun. So we can take them off the list of serious contenders now, right? Even though I never felt like they were a true threat. We can take them off the list. It's just us and the Eagles now. It's just us and those dirty, dirty birds. So much for them upsetting Philadelphia in week 1, huh? That's dead. Joshua Farish, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joshua writes, don't know who is more dumb, John Mara or Jerry Jones. Oh, it's Jerry Jones, for sure. It's Jerry Jones. Mara and company, they tried to sign Saquon. They just lowballed him a little bit, pissed him off. But Jerry could have easily rectified this situation. If you were willing to pay him the money, all you had to do was do the right thing like Spike Lee, and instead you let your ego get in the way and you decided that, when I bought the Dallas Cowboys back in 1989, I did it with a handshake. Don't nobody give a shit about what you did in the late 80s, Jerry. You know that was over damn near 40 years ago. Don't nobody give a shit what you did 40 years ago. It's 2025, bro. When I bought the Dallas Cowboys, I did it with a handshake. Man, hashtag long live Jerry. Long live Jerry. John Perez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Cowboys got the worst owner in football. He fumbled this beyond me. Packers just added a defensive demon. Great for them. Boy, did they ever. I was talking to the fellas in the group chat before this trade was even a thing. And Rio had asked me, you really think this is going to happen? And I'm like, nah. But, I said, Jerry's on some real crazy shit right now. And Micah, I think Micah's serious about never playing for the Cowboys again, right? I think he's serious about this. Like, he's done with them. He does not want to play for this organization anymore. He's been that shit Jerry said to kick off training camp, when he talked about Micah being hurt, and exacerbated the problem, added more games that he missed than he really did last year, and talked about giving money to Dak and Dak getting hurt, and how he gave money to Trayvon Diggs and he got hurt, and now you got to be careful. Like, no, Micah was like, has this dude lost his goddamn mind? Like, that was one of the most disrespectful sound bites I've ever heard from an NFL owner. That's some next level disrespectful shit from an owner. Like, what are you doing, guy? Like, that shit was unreal. I know Micah, after he heard that, was like, bro, I got to get out of here, man. I can't do this shit. And yes, the Packers, they just went up about 3 or 4 notches in the NFC pantheon. Like, damn it, man, I hate this because we got to deal with these bastards. Jordan Love's a really good quarterback. We got to deal with this shit. Frankie, yo, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, how's your dad taking this news? I haven't talked to him yet. And the first thing I thought of was, first of all, I was doing something very constructive for later on tonight for the show. And then this shit happens. I was flummoxed. Like, it took me like 5 minutes to process what the hell was going on. And I was like, should I stop what I'm doing and do? Hell yeah, you have to stop what you're doing and do a video. Are you out of your mind? The Cowboys just traded Micah Parsons. This shit you're doing right now is irrelevant. You can come back to this later. So I didn't have time. I haven't talked to him yet. Don't you worry, though. I'm going to talk to him. Finesse the Plug. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Finesse the Plug. Been a member for 18 months. Who writes, Lou, have you tried the In the Cloud Beast Mode gummies? I haven't. You know what? Shit, you brought it up again. God damn it. I got In the Cloud, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now. I got In the Cloud. And this stuff right here, I really enjoy this product. Okay. I really enjoy In the Cloud so much. And you brought it up again. I wasn't going to do the ad read for it, but this right here is one of the best gummies. And you know, I've been pushing gummies, different brands for over the last 2 years. This one, I think, is at this one is at the top of the list because this one made me feel good without any of the side effects that I got from some of the other ones, right? This one right here is, first of all, they taste great, right? So let me say that. I took this one, I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. I took this for the first time and I thought, man, this feels nice. And I chilled for a little bit. I'm watching TV. And I remember I told y'all a story about how I was so stuck. I thought I had to like move pieces of the television, like in a shape of a puzzle, put them together just to get up. I was wilding. Like I didn't get any of that. I don't want to feel like I just took some sort of crazy like space, trip, which is what I felt like when I was taking some of these other gummies. I just want to feel nice. Is that okay? Can I just feel nice? That's what I did here, man. I tried it. They've got different THC levels. If you want to go to space, you can do that. That's your prerogative. I don't want to go to space. I just want to feel nice. I just want to buzz. And so no sketchy packaging. They tell you, and this is the thing I love about it. They tell you on the back of the packaging what each one of these gummies do, right? So for instance, this flavor right here, peach soda, which is 20 milligrams per piece. This one it makes you feel creative. It gives you a balanced feel and it gets you slightly lifted. Like this is right in my realm, right? This is something that I want to do versus this grape soda right here, which is also 20 milligrams. This one makes you feel tranquil, refreshing, and chill. Again, that's more my lane. Like I want to feel refreshed, but I also want to feel tranquil and chill. Like I'm not trying to go to outer space. I don't want to go to Jupiter, right? Where this one right here, this is not for me when I'm trying to feel nice and get elevated. This one, orange soda, is active, playful, and upbeat. Nobody wants someone that, well, I can't say that nobody wants that. I don't want to be upbeat and playful and active, feeling nice. I just want to chill, right? But if that's for you, this In the Cloud has all different flavors and different strands that'll make you feel however you're aiming to feel, right? So if you're 21 or older, now's your chance to float above the stress because In the Cloud is giving all new customers 25% off their first order plus free shipping. Just use the code LouieT or click the link in the show notes to claim your discount. That's In the Cloud, INDACLOUD.co. Use code LouieT for free shipping plus 25% off your first order. When you order, fill that quick little survey out that helps support this show, which means you're going to tell them Louie T sent you and keeps In the Cloud sending you the good stuff. All right. So go ahead, tell them your man Louie T sent you and vibe out with In the Cloud. I'm telling you right now, man, they sent me every flavor imaginable. I'm set for the next 6 to 8 months. Yeah, boy. And I feel good just like Jer must be feeling right now. All right, let's get back to the business of See what you did, finesse the plug? You sent me down a whole rabbit hole there, my man. Anyway, I digress. So, Layla Brown writes, Jerry dumb as F. Good for Micah and good for us. I am totally shocked that we have gotten to this point with Jerry. Like, for as crazy as Jerry can be, and I've said this so many times that you're probably tired of hearing me say this, and I think I've said it multiple times in this stream itself. Jerry Jones is a lot of things. Stupid is not one of them. He's crazy. He's clearly an egotistical maniac. He is a narcissist. He's a lot of things. He's a hell of a businessman. You say what you want about him, but Jerry knows how to market some shit. That's why he keeps the damn Cowboys fans crazed every year thinking this is their year. He sells them a dream every year. False hope every year. He's a hell of a damn salesman. Dumb, stupid, idiotic. Any of those adjectives to describe someone lacking real common sense was not something I thought I would ever associate with Jerry Jones. Yet here we are. This move makes absolutely no sense. None. You draft players in the NFL draft to land guys like Micah Parsons. That is what you strive and obtain to do, right? That is what you strive for. To try and get a guy the likes of a Jerry Jones, or excuse me, like a Micah Parsons. A guy that is a generational talent. That is what you are trying to do. And they did it. And in the prime of this man's career, at the age of 26, this man had 10 more years of, at least 7 of dominant years. Depending on how his body held up, maybe 10 more years of absolutely destructive football. To just be a flat-out demon. And you trade him away in his prime? This is one of the most idiotic things I have ever seen as a fan. And you know, I've watched a lot of shit happen. I've watched football my entire life. I've seen a lot of crazy trades. Nothing will top the Saints trading away their whole draft for the rights to draft Ricky Williams. Nothing will ever top that. But if you're talking about an actual player who's produced at a high level, and we're not talking about just any level, we're talking about an elite level. If you're talking about trading away a guy that has already shown you that he's one of, if not the best player at his position in the league in just a short 4 years. I've never seen this done before. I've never seen this happen. And it couldn't have happened to a better franchise and a worse fan base. Couldn't happen to anybody better than the Dallas Cowboys and their delusional fans. Because there's a small sector of Cowboy fans who understand they'll never win as long as Jerry, Stephen Jones, or anyone with the last name Jones owns the team. So there's a small sector of fans that know and go into every year thinking, well, how are we going to F it up this year? But that sector of fans are so small and they get trampled over and their voices are so little and they're such in the minority, and the majority in the loud, bombastic Cowboy fans that think they're winning the Super Bowl every year, drown them out and talk about how this is their year, how Dak Prescott is still the best quarterback in the NFC East. It's those fans that deserve days like today. Sit down and shut up and take your medicine. I love it. I love it. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Video channel writes, Mike pop a bottle tonight to celebrate. Hey, look, man. I don't know about you, but this deserves a celebration. You know what this is. It's a celebration, bitches. I was debating on whether I was going to have water, a smoothie, or an adult beverage tonight. That's all changed now. There's no decision to be made. I was going to put out a tweet and a survey, a poll to ask you guys, what should I be indulging in tonight? Do I really have to ask now? You know what time it is. Your man Louie T is going to have a nice adult beverage tonight. We're going to toast to those Dallas Cowboy fans who still think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Oh, my God. I love it. Lorenzo Simpson, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Play along. 2 firsts and paying for Parsons. Who wouldn't have done that in a heartbeat? But that's the thing. I was talking to Rio and I said, Rio said, if this is true, if Dallas is really about to pull the trigger on this shit, you do have to at least call them, right? I'm like, hell yeah, you got to call them. They're not dumb enough to trade him in the conference, let alone the division. But hell yeah, you got to pick up the phone and see what the price is. I would have traded Deron Payne and 2 first-round picks so fast it would have made your eyes spin. You would have been getting knocked out like Mike Tyson. I would have traded his ass so fast you would have forgot he was ever a Commander. But then again, who wouldn't? Right? Unfortunately, he wasn't going to trade him in the division. I'm still shocked he traded him in the conference. And maybe that had to do with what Green Bay was willing to pay him. Maybe other teams weren't interested in paying him that kind of money and thus weren't really, willing to get the deal done. But geez, Louise. Door Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Jerry, goat of ineptitude. Delicioso. Jerry is such a goat of ineptitude. I love it. This will go down as one of the biggest F-ups in NFL history. This is the biggest fumbling of a Hall of Fame player that we've ever seen. And I'm not just being a prisoner of the moment. And I'm not just saying that as if other guys that were future Hall of Famers haven't been dealt. You just haven't seen them dealt in the prime of their career when there's really there was no beef here. Jerry created all of the beef, all of the smoke. Jerry created. This was self-created. This wasn't a disrespect in terms of how much they offered him and they didn't want to pay him. This was simply Jerry Jones being a narcissist. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Phillies ace, 34. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Writes, my guy, Louie. What's good, my brother? From another mother. What's good with you, the Phillies ace, 34? He says, why we got to be dirty birds? Get it right. We champions, LOL. Dallas stinks. What's new? Hey, nothing's new right now as we speak. Soon, you will no longer be champions. You'll be trying to defend your crowns. You'll be the defending Super Bowl champions. And we're looking to knock you off of that mantle. But for one day, we can share in this glorious moment and unify as one, as we both join together in harmonious fun, laughing in unison at the Dallas Cowboys and their pain. That's when I was supposed to cue up Tupac. Can't you feel my pain? Oh, I wish my voice was good so I could sing the song. I'm tired of the strain and the pain that never take me alive. I wish I could sing the song. I wish I could sing. I wish my voice would let me, but it won't. I'm tired of the strain and the pain that never take me alive. That's how Cowboys fans feel. They never take me alive. Jerry will never take me alive. I love it. Sometimes you still lose. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a mod. My guy. Ree writes, what up, Lou? Ree here. What's good with you, Ree? Dallas got 2 1s and a good play on Kenny Clark. Is that really that bad? Yes, it's that bad. Absolutely, it's that bad. Just put yourself in the shoes of a Cowboys fan. Just think about this. If you were if Micah Parsons were a Bucks fan and your ownership group, right, decided, the Glazers said, hey, we're going to take a future Hall of Fame player in the prime of his career, not even into his second deal yet, guy that set records, 4 straight seasons of 12.5 sacks or more, 52 sacks over his first 4 seasons, destructive in every way, a future first ballot gold jacket football player. We're going to trade him for an aging defensive tackle and 2 first-round picks. How would you feel? You just put yourself, ask yourself, would you be sitting here saying, is that really that bad? Listen, Ree, I've said this before, I'll say it again. You can't get equal value for a superstar player. There's no such thing. You can try. And Dallas may draft 2 really good football players. I guarantee you neither one of them will be Micah Parsons, nor have the impact of a Micah Parsons. I know my offensive coordinator isn't going to spend an extra hour at the team facility worrying about how to block Kenny Clark. That's just me. Door Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Door Gunner. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Jur got fleeced. At least he didn't go to Philly. We definitely need that NFC East Super Friends now. It'll happen eventually. I mean, poor Law. Hey, poor Law. Ree, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, those gummies got you feeling nicey, like Jay Gruden will say. Yeah, they do. I'm not on one right now. I'm high off of life right now, not off of in the cloud. I'm just high off life right now. High off the life. The allure of breaking the law was always too much for me to ever ignore. The high of Micah Parsons being dealt out of the division is too much for me to ever ignore. I love it. I'm high off of Jerry, moving on from Micah Parsons. High off the life. Lang Hughes, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Lang Hughes writes, they would have gotten so much more pre-draft, LOL. But this was never the intent. This thing spiraled out of control because Jerry couldn't shut the hell up. This was they never planned on trading Micah Parsons. It just got to the point of no return because Jerry kept putting his foot in his mouth, right? And he kept saying stupid shit. And it got to the point where you disrespect my agent. You start telling lies about having a deal done when I never agreed to shit with your ass. Then you talk shit about me getting injured last year. Then you talk shit about my teammates, my best friend on the team, Trayvon Diggs, and how you felt about giving him a contract and him getting injured. Then you talk shit about Dak Prescott giving him money and him getting injured. And then you talk shit about me. And then you add on games that I didn't even miss and talk shit about me missing games last year. You know what? I don't need this shit. I don't need it. That's how Michael felt. I don't need this shit. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Big Money Sonny, thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, Lou out here slinging edibles. Go ahead, Nino Brown. Remember, Uzis ain't made in Harlem. Hey, if it's a product I believe in, you know I'm out here doing the damn thing. They call me Pusha T, and I ain't mad at it. All right? Ree, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Ree, writes, Jerry and his guys usually kiss and make up before the season and get something done. Why was this different this time, Lou? Because he went too far. He went too far. And this time, the player wasn't willing to just kiss and make up. He went too far. I told you to think, that press conference before training camp was the most disrespectful soundbite I've ever heard from an owner to a player that they actually wanted to keep. That was some really foul, disrespectful, flagrant shit. you just can't say out of your mouth if you want to keep a guy and have him be happy. There's no coming back from that. Mike, he lost Micah that day for good. Ree, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Ree writes, Teddy Two Gloves beat out Trash for our backup gig despite only being on the team for a little over a week. Lou, your thoughts? I thought Kyle Trask looked good in his first preseason game, but he's been there for too long now to not be able to win out the second quarterback job. If Teddy can come in there in 2 weeks and beat him out, or a week, it just speaks to where Kyle Trask is at this point of his career. You should probably be done with him at this point, right? If you can't beat out a guy that just showed up on the scene, that speaks to where you are in your development. What are we, 4 years in on him now? It's probably time to move on. Joshua Farish, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up, who writes, so Cowboys in the basement this year. I wouldn't go that far. The Giants still suck ass. They still suck ass. I won't go that far yet, but let them fight over it. I don't give a shit what's going on down there. Long as we ain't down there, I don't really give a shit. Let them fight for them table scraps that's down there. All right? HTTR for life. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, they're going to have to put Pickens at linebacker or something. They want to maximize the amount of money they're going to pay him. Yeah, they're going to have to play him both ways. Juan Gotti talking sports. My guy Juan, shout out to my guy Juan, who writes, Cowboys fans trying to find a silver lining. Look, Jerry done poison their brains so damn much. You got to stop pushing hope in your brains instead of dope in your veins. Jerry done pushed so much hope into their brains, that hopium that Law talks about. He done pushed so much hopium into their brains instead of dope in their veins that they out here trying to find a silver lining in a situation that ain't got none. You just got fleeced by your damn owner. Your owner, the guy that sells you hopium every year. This man packaged this shit up in a different package. 1 year it's Blue Magic. The next year it's a Silver Star. He packaged the bitch up in some sort of different shiny packaging every year and sell them the same bullshit, and they buy it every year. And they over here trying to cope now. This shit is hilarious. I'll never, ever, 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 ever get tired of seeing Cowboys fans cope. I'll never get tired of it. Silver lining my ass. You got 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark for a future Hall of Fame football player in his prime. Ain't no silver lining. You got cooked. Damn. Oh, God. I love it. Hey, I feel like Rich Porter right now. Man, I love this shit. God damn it, I love this shit. Hey, Kenny Butts, been a member for 11 months. So, per friend, super friend should be fun. Yeah. I mean, it was going to be fun anyway, but, you know how that goes. Will Diggs, been a member for 35 months. Who writes, Super Friend stream couldn't come at a better time. Yeah, buddy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Juan Gotti talking sports. Double up. Who writes, get him out of the way in week 2, then we ain't got to worry. Look, I'm hoping to catch this man early in the season. He ain't got his sea legs. He ain't really been practicing this summer. He's supposed to have a back issue. I don't know if that shit's real, like Terry's ankle injury. Hopefully he gets there. He's still picking up the defense. Look, he's such a beast, though. You ain't even got to give him no play. Hey, Micah, just go get the quarterback. Get 5. He's such a menace, right? So, yeah, I'm hoping we catch him early while he's still getting his sea legs under him in week 2, because it's such a quick turnaround that we don't get the best of Micah Parsons, and then he blesses whoever comes after that, right? I'm hoping we just get this shit out of the way. Command OGJ, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Christmas came early. No Micah Parsons on 12/25 at Northwest. We still got to deal with his ass week 2, though, but you're not wrong. We don't got to see him twice a year now. That's a win. Celebrate. That's a win right there. Drew C, 3350. Thank you for the super chat. Right, greatly appreciate you. Writes, hashtag long live Jer. Instead of saying a sentence, we just using the hashtag. That's the new hashtag. Hashtag long live Jer. Long live Jer. Playboy Phil, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, when the next Super Friends stream? Supposed to be Tuesday. Again, I'm not here to make any guarantees, but it's supposed to be on Tuesday. It's supposed to be on Tuesday. Ree, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Ree writes, I was skeptical about the Ibuka pick, but you told me it was a great pick and made ton of sense. Now with Godwin and McMillan on the men, I think you guys got the best. I've said this already. I said it on Bleacher Report. I've said it on my show a ton of times. I think you guys got the best wide receiving core in the NFL. I think you got the best. And you just cut Palmer, and I actually think he can play football. So that's how deep you are. You don't need Trey Palmer, right? Jose Martin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jose writes, what's up, Louie? I don't know if anyone mentioned this, but Kendrick Bourne is visiting Tuesday. Wide receiver 4. I already told you that the 49ers pipeline is strong to DC. Soon as Kendrick Bourne got released, I said, that has our general manager written all over it. Kendrick Bourne is more than welcome to come in here and be wide receiver 4 until he's wide receiver 3. Do you know how much more dangerous we become if Kendrick Bourne's on our team? He's a good football player. A really good football player. I could see AP signing him to a 2-year deal, bringing him to Washington. Not shocked. HTTR for life. Double up. Writes, Micah gonna look different in green. He is. That's gonna be sick. That's gonna be really sick. Hoop throwbacks. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, damn, that's tough. See y'all next week, Dallas fans. Damn, that's tough. Protect 428. My guy Protect. What up, Tones? Dallas is cooked. Boy, are they ever. Filleted, sauteed, fried, laid to the side, red beans and gravy. I ain't too lazy. God damn, they cooked. Commander Wow. What up, girl? What up? What up, though? Thanks, Jerry, for this early Christmas present. Felt like Christmas morning, waking, like literally, I was doing something productive. And then Adam Schefter, I was like, what is Adam talking about? And I looked and I said, oh, hell. Oh, hell. What do we have here? It's funny you bring up Christmas gifts. We play the Cowboys on Christmas, and there's no Micah Parsons. It'll be like opening up a Christmas gift all over again when we get to that game. When you think about no Micah Parsons. Sweet. That's some sweet action. Commander V, 24. Stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB. Mob, you know what to do. Show Commander V24 some love. Welcome him with open arms. Welcome to the squad. Commander V24. Hey, you ain't got to worry about this kind of tomfoolery with us. Come on, man. Come roll with us. We're going to show you how it's done with the mob, right? You ain't got to worry about them trading away our best player in the prime of his career, man. We about to have some fun this year. Turn up. Mike Lowry. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Mike writes, we just gained 10K fans. They're not leaving. Come on now. Jerry is already... He's already affected their brains. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Trust me. They ain't going nowhere. Uncle App. What up? My guy, what can Brown do for you? Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, Kang's Court. We winning. We gained 10K fans with that trade. Uh-oh. That's the second person that said that. Y'all really think that's what's popping off? Huh? Santiago Bond. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Santiago Bond writes, Michael was hurting from the profit margins from Jerry's circus, so he had to go. We've heard players complain after they've left, like, he ain't about winning. He out here having fans visiting the facility while we there, like we zoo animals, like we pets. Jerry all about the money, man. Jerry was bitching about drafting Micah Parsons and all of these good players because he ain't want to pay. That's what you want. That is the best problem to have in the NFL, is that you draft so well that you got to pay your guys. And Jerry's over here bitching about it. Because Jerry all about that money, man. Money, 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 money. Money. Jerry all about that money, man. He didn't want to pay Michael for real. Reginald Turner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, the only downside is AP has to buy a few more dump trucks full of money for JD5 in a few years, LOL. That ain't no downside. Hey, sign me up for whatever that blank check looks like. I'd much rather have that than the alternative. You want to go back to Taylor Heineke, Carson Wentz? You want to go back to Sam Howell? You want to go back to Alex Smith on one leg? You want to go back to, God rest his soul, Dwayne Haskins? You want to go back to not this version of Josh Johnson, but the first version that we had of Josh Johnson? Neither one of them shits is what you want. You really want to do that? Or would you rather just roll up the Brinks truck and say, whatever you want, it's yours? It's yours, yours. Ree, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Ree writes, Atlanta's Caleb McGarry is out week 1. If I'm not mistaken, he's out the entire season. You know, Todd Bowles, Lou, he's bringing that shit, that heat, that blitz is going to break them off. He says he's going to blitz the brakes off of them. You already know what it is. Can the young fella handle it is what we're going to find out in that game for sure. I think Caleb McGarry's out the entire season. You might want to fact check me on that, though. Mueller, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Mueller writes, hello, Louie. Can we give Jerry worse GM/owner after Snyder? I think it's pretty safe to say he's secured that with this move. We were talking about the Panthers owner for a while there, you know, David Tepper. He's calmed down since and kind of fell back a little bit. Jerry's now moved to the forefront. Then Woody Johnson took that mantle over, the Jets owner. You know, that was a disaster last year. Jerry has stepped to the forefront and said, as my guy JP said earlier, hold my beer. I got this shit. Let me show you how to do this. I'll show you how to do this, son. Show you how to do this, man. What's wrong with y'all? Let me show y'all how to be the worst owner in the league. And keep in mind, Jerry Jones is a Hall of Famer. He's already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and he out here conducting himself like a clown, like an ass clown. This is crazy. This is why you don't put people in the Hall of Fame until their shit is done, right? Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, crazy that Micah goes to the team that made him their little bitch in that playoff game a couple years ago. Michael don't give a damn about that shit. He care about you making me the highest paid player in the National Football League as a non-quarterback. And the next guy, I don't know if the next guy is going to even be close. Like, the next guy that gets paid might get to 43. This man's at 47. And you can't make a case for, oh, then I need to be paid more than Micah Parsons. So I want to see how long he stays atop this list. Because there's a $6 million gap between he and TJ Watt. It's crazy. But it makes sense. We're talking about Micah Parsons here. Malik XYZ, stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show Malik XYZ some love. Welcome him with open arms. Welcome to the squad. Malik XYZ. Joshua Farish, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy Joshua writes, Lou, save your singing voice for tonight. I don't know how much of a singing voice I got left. I don't know if it's going to be back by tonight, but we turning up. That's for damn sure. Anyway, I digress. My kids are home. They're about to be wilding out. I got to get out of here, but I will be back and we will celebrate. You know what it is. You guys have a good one. And don't ever forget, #LongLiveJer. Yeah, boy.